Hi there. A bit of a snafu this week. At the start of this episode, you'll hear me talking about a new mic that I bought. And unfortunately, little did I know, having sound checked properly with this new mic just before we started recording, as soon as we did start recording, Skype managed to override all the settings on my PC. So I didn't end up recording on the new mic at all, and that's why the sound quality on my track is particularly bad this week. But yeah, I know what I did wrong, and I'll fix it in the future. I'm gutted because I was looking forward to using this new mic, but sadly it wasn't to be. But yeah, carry on listening to the show, and in future weeks you should notice a dramatic improvement in the quality of my voice, if not the things I'm saying with it. Anyway, with that out of the way, on with the show.
Welcome to the Barker Podcast Collection.
I suck, you suck, I suck at Call of Duty. You suck. You suck. You suck.
Welcome to the Not Playing Podcast. My name's Rob Howard, and today I'm joined by
Ian Bruce.
And Marcus Hurley.
Okay, so first of all, if I'm sounding at all differently, and I don't know if it's all right, because by the time this has gone through here, it'll probably sound exactly the same. But yeah, I bought a new mic. Got a Blue Yeti, just like you, Ian.
Yeah, I'm not actually using that anymore. I'm using the Blue Ice.
Oh, okay.
Which is it's like a cheaper version of the Yeti. It doesn't have a mute button, and you can't plug earphones into it, but it's good enough.
I'm using my old faithful Pro Sound USB mic, which is attached to £12 Tiger boom stand.
Yeah, I think that's what I spent on my boom stand. I've got a little pop filter happening. I just got one because it was like a £5 and it looks cool. So yeah, now I'm all properly posted up now.
Studio rub.
Only took me about 4 years to upgrade from the Microsoft Live Chat headset that I'm still using. But yeah, hopefully might sound a bit better now.
We will still be talking the same shit, so that won't improve with the mic.
It'd just be HD sound shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll just hear our shit in superior quality, or at least my shit in superior quality.
You can only really ask for superior quality shit, can't you? That's if you're going to get it, you might as well get it in superior quality.
It only gets better.
Yeah.
So yeah, tangential to that, the whole reason I actually bought a mic, and I'm in the process of moving house, so any kind of extravagant purchases are really not a good idea for me right now, but I just couldn't resist this deal that they're doing, which comes with, it's basically the Blue Yeti mic, but it comes with packed into it Ghost Recon Wildlands, which Iain had recommended to myself and fellow co-opper Adam. And yeah, so I was going to buy the game anyway because we tried the 5-hour trial. But yeah, I just thought I've decided to buy the game anyway. Friend of the show, John, sent me the link to the mic, and I was just like, oh man, I slept on it, and then the next day I just woke up because it just made too much sense. But yeah,
because impulsive, yeah.
I don't know. I like to think I stayed my hand for a little bit. But yeah, no, it was such a bargain because Ghost Recon Wildlands is a lot of fun. I know you, Ian, and Radders have pretty much rinsed it by the time we came to it. But
yeah, we have. We finished the main co-op, the main map area. But it's actually a load of fun doing it again. I know I'm trying to word this so it's not just about what we do every week. There are other co-op games that people may have played. For example, Borderlands fucking 2. where going back and doing the first level again, as the people that you play with regularly swaps and changes and comes in and goes out and all the rest of it, I'm never going to play the start of that game again because I've played it, I think, about 8 or 9 times. And then, oh no, and then we're going to stop and stuff. And then we'll start again and we don't have to save. So no. Wildlands is far more inclusive in welcoming new players to the game, in that you all have the same set of objectives as you unlock maps, zones within the bigger map, but if anybody has a mission, everybody else can join that mission and help people with it. So this lets you have a noob start, basically, and do the entire map, and everybody else can just pop on and do stuff with them. And this is great, because so I'm sure you have stuff to say as well, Rob, so I'll be quick. It is an Ubisoft game, and as I think we've all spotted at some points with Ubisoft games, each little zone on the map is basically the same as every other little zone on the map. This was true in the Far Cry's and in some of the Assassin's Creeds, and that's okay. You know, certainly a way to make a game is to take one thing and copy and paste it all over the place and change some trees and put some waterfalls in, and that's all right. But Wildlands does that on such a spectacularly beautiful scale that I'm finding it really forgiving. I'm just letting it go that this is the same or very similar base to the one before. And because they've done such a great job with the terrain and the view distance is miles and miles and miles, it doesn't feel like other stuff. And I really like it for that. The only other thing that I would add before Bobby starts singing its praises is that I like the gameplay. You can play the game however you want to. If you want to go in with your guns blaring, you can. If you want to have a couple of people going with the guns blaring, where other people sit on a cliff and snipe to cover, or you can all try and stealth it until somebody accidentally shoots someone and then it all kicks off anyway. Some of us, and I'm sure you, dear listener, must have played a game called Hidden and Dangerous in the year 2000, which was a 4-player co-op World War II infiltrate and sabotage type thing that was mercilessly unforgiving if one of you stepped on a twig. It was really, really horrific. Or indeed tried to shoot the engine block of a truck. But
also very hilarious.
But it also, just the promotion of team play within that was perfect. You had to get it, sync it and get it right and do stuff. And Wildlands has some tools that help you do that, especially in the single player game. But I'm really loving that some of the people who played Hidden and Dangerous nearly 20 fucking years ago have another game that kind of has the similar kind of gameplay, and I really like that. That's really ticking a massive box for me.
Nice.
Waffle over. Here's Rob with some thoughts.
No, I mean, I don't think the repetition element has set in at all for me yet. I mean, it's early days. I've only played probably about 6-7 hours of it, I think, over the last month. But I love the range of gameplay, and it kind of just and it evolves like from one sort of mad GTA kind of wanted level escalation to and you know, sometimes like you just know for playing GTA, sometimes you just kind of get in the mood for that. It's like, come on then, eat me, you know, like see fucking how long you can survive. But then at the same time, it's also got that kind of very careful, deliberately paced kind of sort of more tactical play. So, and I love it when you all kind of have a plan and it comes together, you know? Like, there's nothing more satisfying.
Yes, that's what I mean about the Hidden and Dangerous stuff, the really full-on, we have to do it like this if we want to get through it. Or we can just keep trying it a different way.
That sounds great, actually.
Yeah, I mean, even if it takes like a few goes, it's worth just rinse and repeat until you get.
Yeah,
I mean, there was an absolutely hilarious moment where, I mean, any game that kind of gets me to the point of like crying tears of laughter, you know, that's a game that's going to stick around for a while. I think we basically settled these mines. You know, the bit with. we'd carefully set all these mines up towards this base because we were worried that this convoy was going to escape. So we were basically sort of, we were basically accounting for that. If the convoy escaped, then they'd get blown up on the road. And so we ended up infiltrating the base, and we took the convoy out before they moved anywhere. And then when it came to like mission over, it was like I just got inside a car and was like, "Come on, guys, it's just this way." And Iain, no sooner had Iain said, "Don't forget, avoid that." And then it just, yeah, you have to give those mines quite a wide berth.
Yes,
possibly an impossible. It was just, yeah.
Yeah, just don't drive on the road near them, basically.
Yeah, but it's hilarious. You can get in helicopters and. You can get on bikes. There was a hilarious moment where I just got on a bike and proceeded to run over my teammates just because I fancied it. And I just wondered if I could, would it let me? And most of the time, yes, you can.
Yes.
So it sounds great, actually. I might have to pick that up, actually.
I would recommend it.
Yeah.
And even if you play with people that have played it before, I think there's enough. I really think there's enough in there to make it interesting, and you can get it with all of the DLC for quite a reasonable price on.
I might grab it on
some
PC.
Of the internet sites, not pirated, of course.
No. I think it might be a PC gaming one for me, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what we're all playing it on anyway. But it's a good game.
Also, it's just worth mentioning that the single player, I think, is at least as good as the multiplayer, except there's only one of you, so you're laughing at your own jokes. But the gameplay mechanics for the single player, you get 3 AI players that you can set up to snipe enemies when you spot them with your drone.
Wow.
And this is a really great mechanic. The AI is pretty good, except for the times where they'll just walk past the baddies like they're going, all right, mate. And that's just a bit, do I need to tell them to kick off? And in fact, you do, otherwise they just walk around like they're trying to blend in.
Yeah.
But it's, even the single player, I've really enjoyed the single player as well. And I've got about 50 hours in that, I think.
Oh, blimey.
I think I've got, between the two, I've got 76 hours. Probably more time in multiplayer.
Yeah, I'm only playing it like when I meet up with you guys because I've been playing a lot of other things, which I could segue into now. I finished Alien Isolation the other night.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, I started. I was only really able to play it for kind of an hour, and then I would win
because of pussy.
But yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Just
I've only played it for an hour, and that's all I'm playing of it. So.
It's kind of the way it escalates. Like you kind of overcome it a bit once you get the flamethrower. That really helps because you have at least a way of dealing with it other than hiding under tables.
But it's only delaying it, isn't it? It's only making it go away. You can't kill it.
No, it just goes away. But the thing is, you're basically trying to get from A to B.
Yeah.
And it is stalking you. And as long as you can make it go away, you'll be okay for a bit. But you have to just keep an eye on your sensor. I mean, you can hear it when it's sort of close anyway. Yeah. But yeah, you just figure it out. I mean, the more unnerving element I found was the synthetics because they're a lot harder to deal with, and there are more of them. You can use an EMP bomb to disable them temporarily.
Okay.
But you can finish them off with the pistol. That makes a lot of noise.
Yeah. So
again, it really is it is an exercise in getting from A to B. And it does kind of mean like that the game sort of ends on a slightly anticlimactic note, but you can forgive it because of just the authenticity, the way that, like, how cool it looks. I mean, the game's like probably 2 years old now, and it still looks absolutely
fantastic. I think it's more than that. We saw it at the first EGX, didn't we?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I think it came out a similar time. I think it came out before Witcher 3, didn't it? And
yeah, definitely.
So yeah, it must. So it's hanging in there.
And it also came out before Far Cry 4, so it's an old game.
Yeah. But I mean, it's incredible how well some of these games have aged, especially when you can put them in 4K.
Yes, and kind of related to that, there's a new subreddit I found called Patient Gamers.
Oh yeah,
and this is
I'm aware of it.
And this is basically people that have more sense than money and wait for games to be of a reasonable price and for them to have time to play it immediately, I think, rather than, it's out, I'll buy it, and then not being able to play it for 7 months because you've bought 27 other things at the same time.
I don't know what that's like. I don't really have any experience.
No, that's all right, but you're about to be a homeowner, so pretty soon you will. Unless the whoring's still going well. So I suspect pretty soon you will.
Reality is about to set in a massive way.
I've seen your rating on Dick Advisor. It's probably some editing there, mate.
It's fine.
But I think as we get older and find more things to do, a subreddit like that. There was a guy talking about Mad Max today.
He's just saying
it. He's just started playing it and thinks it's amazing.
Oh, the game. The game.
So if you have a limited amount of time and you want some feedback from people that are buying it to play it instead of just buying it because it's there, which isn't a bad thing if you've got the money. It's probably worth a look. Sorry. That's it.
That's all right. No, but another old game I went back to and started playing just a couple of days ago. I was feeling in a bit of a Clancy mood, so I started playing Splinter Cell Blacklist, which I couldn't believe came out in 2013. So that's like 5 years old.
Jesus.
But again, it looks brilliant. I've always liked those games. This one's definitely taken a bit of influence from Uncharted.
That's a co-opable one, isn't it? I think
it is. Yes, there are many.
With another person, I think.
Yeah, there are a few missions, like side missions, where you can do them co-op. And in fact, I tried doing one, and it was you can do it solo, but it's one of these ones where you absolutely cannot be seen.
Yeah.
So, and there are like doors that require you to open them with two people. Yeah. And I just thought, this is okay if I really wanted to get my money's worth, but as I'm kind of just catching up and smashing through a lot of this stuff, it's like I really would rather just play that with someone else. So, but the single player missions are quite good. There's quite a good variety in the gameplay, and it doesn't punish you for not being stealthy. It still preserves that mark and execute mechanic that was in the game before that, Conviction, I think. So basically, you do one stealthy kill, and then it lets you take out instantly up to 3 targets within range. So sometimes you can set that up beautifully, like if you manage to organise it enough and use your gadgets to kind of railroad people into where you need them to be. Yeah. But I mean, even just when you're sort of running and gunning, it's pretty cool. And in between missions, you get to upgrade your plane, allowing it'll mark things on the map. Not the map, you don't have a map, it's like it'll mark things on the HUD for you to pick up. And also you can really tweak your character right down to the bullets that are in the gun, so that's quite cool. So you can sort of, like, if you're playing stealthy, you can go that way, or you can go a bit more armor if you want to play a bit more of an action game. And there's like 3 different modes of play. There's like really stealthy, then there's Panther, which is where you're just sort of evading, and not actually engaging enemies. And then at the end of each level, it gives you a rating, a bit like the old Thief games used to. So that's quite cool. So I'm quite enjoying that. And I think the thing I have is, while I'm still playing Kingdom Come and Subnautica, which is great, those games require quite a significant time investment to kind of feel like you've achieved anything. So when it's like in the week, I do. That's why I think I ended up finishing Alien, because even though it scared the shit out of me, I sort of felt like I was still making progress, even if it was just to the next checkpoint. And similarly, Splinter Cell Blacklist is a game that, each mission takes an hour. In fact, you get a bonus for doing it in less than an hour. So it's like, you really are not very good if it's taking you longer than that. or you're being super stealthy and a bit of a pussy.
Nice.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been playing, really. But you've been playing Subnautica for a bit, haven't you, Ian?
Yeah, I got it on early access. Really enjoyed it. Played a bit more of it recently. Yeah, it's good.
With the Rift? With the Rift?
I played as soon as the VR became available in the pre-release stuff. I did some of that. It's a beautiful looking game. Definitely a beautiful looking game.
I just found it quite difficult to deal with like the whole tree punching stuff in VR. I thought having to keep bringing up your plans and
it's a beautiful game outside of VR as well.
It is, yeah, but that's mostly how I've been playing it.
Yeah.
But I feel like if it was a bit more of you just floating about and engaging with the scenery, that'd be great. But it's got some really hardcore mechanics, I find. Well, certainly if you want to make any sense of progress in it. I guess I'm just a junkie for that. I sort of feel like I need that sort of... I feel like I need a sense of progress. I don't know. I don't know, but that's my problem, maybe.
I think it's worth... It's not... I certainly, in the released game, I found it, and maybe because it's been a couple of years since I played it, perhaps... I had to Google what I needed to do because I'd forgotten and it wasn't being presented or I missed something. I'm embarrassed to say that I had to do that. Oh, hold on, there's some spam on the internet. 1 moment.
Yeah, no, I was...
time.
Cool.
Yeah, I was playing something interesting. A fun little sort of party game called Gang Beast. I played a free sort of open alpha version of it a little while back, and I think it might actually be at this year's EGX or last year's EGX. I'm not sure.
It's been out for a while.
It's been out for a little while.
Streamers have been doing it.
It was released in December, officially released, but it's been around for a while. But yeah, I was playing that. It's quite fun. You use a controller. Each little button controls a hand, and you beat the shit out of three other people.
It's not really each little button, is it? It's a couple of buttons. So
it's a couple of buttons, but it's just the fun you can have when you've got when you've got 3 or 4, you've got 2 or 3 other people clinging off you, and you're hanging onto a blimp, tipping, and you're all going, "No, don't you let go! Don't you let go!" It's just one of those silly little party games where you just get a couple of mates around and have a laugh, a couple of drinks, and just sort of beat each other up, pick them up, and throw them around, and
I would imagine it's hilarious when you're pissed.
Yeah.
Or drunk American.
I'm looking forward.
To be honest, it's one of those ones that works even over sort of online as well if you can.
I did it online with Radders for the free period.
It just brings out the inner child, and you just start slagging each other off. Just like.
There was some questioning of parentage, definitely.
Yeah. But I thought that was quite fun. And it was, I did pay 20 quid for it. I kind of wish I'd got it a bit cheaper because there isn't a whole lot to it. But you do get a few levels, and
if you're enjoying it,
it's just fun. Yeah. It's one of those ones that I kind of go back to. But yeah.
Watching the video of this, I'm looking forward to going to Res with you now, Marcus, because there are a lot of games like this that I've sort of seen when I've been mooching about and haven't really playing with the random guy who's already got the controller. So, I think we'll probably end up playing a lot of weird shit.
I think that's going to be quite fun. Just walk along, pick it up, walk off as you've pissed him off. It should be quite good. I'm looking forward to that. That's, it's in the bump's time, isn't it? Less than that, I think.
I think on the next Not Playing, we will be talking about our time there.
Definitely.
Excellent.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah. There was one more game that I've sort of played, not very much of, and that's Homeworld Deserts of Karak. Deserts of Karak! No, it's not. But yeah, this is Homeworld, but instead of being in space, it's on the ground, which initially seems like, what? But the interface and everything is very reminiscent. You have like this big mobile aircraft carrier roaming across the desert, and it's very dragging boxes around things and sending them off to attack other things. But it looks lovely, the way you can lock your view to a particular group of units, zoom right in and seeing them cresting over all these desert dunes and stuff. Looks really cool. But yeah, I've just been playing that as like something to stick on at lunchtime. There hasn't been much. We covered a lot last time, Kingdom Come and that, but I've really burned out on that a little bit, to be honest. I just haven't. I've just got a lot going on with the move and just haven't really had time to.
It's all right,
sit
mate.
down
People
and
have
get immersed.
busy periods. It's okay.
Yeah.
I haven't
called
really
life.
played anything for a while except Wildlands.
Well,
I was living in bloody Hyrule for the last who knows how many months now. So,
but I've just reinstalled Lord of the Rings Online and bought the latest expansion with the. I think I've been subscribed for 2 years and not playing it. Tons of turbine points that I've got. So basically, I've bought a £32 expansion for nothing. I don't really know how that's happened, but it's happened. So
awesome.
Yeah, reinstall, start again, back to Hobbit Land. Off we go again.
So you burned out on WoW in the end, then?
Yeah, I mean it's too grindy, and I really could not give a rat's fucking arse about the story.
Yeah,
and as much as I despise the world of Lord of the Rings, if you put it in a video game where it is represented as the world, it's a beautiful place because it's pure fantasy, and I think a number of people would agree, exceptional fantasy, one of the best fantasy worlds. So, although I don't want to watch the films, it feels like a living, breathing place, even if it's 12 years old now, more than that.
Still, it's a fun game. It's a fun game.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
I fired up my old PS3 and started playing Tekken Dark Resurrection. I didn't realise there were games that were still pre-installed on it because I don't have a PSN account anymore. And I was like, oh, I wonder if this still works. Fired up my old PlayStation 3 and was playing a bit of Street Fighter, a bit of this, a bit of that, just whatever was installed on there. And I was like, wow, I feel so old trying to make all this stuff work. I used to be good at this. So he's like, you're all right. I'm like, yeah, I'm video gaming.
Maybe games. Maybe there's an opportunity there, Marcus, and you can write to games companies and say, "Would you mind putting an older person mode into your games where it's a menu option, and when you select it, instead of all the button mashing and doing things, if you're over a certain age, if you just hold the controller, the game will play itself for you.
Win mode.
And you can get some. Yeah."
Yeah, but no luck. They'll put your loot box for that, won't they?
Wow.
Oh yeah, I had a quite interesting conversation at work the other day, and without getting too shot, I just noticed on the PC Gamer website that the first buy link was CD keys. And I was like, right, so, because I've always thought CD keys was a little bit CD, as in a little bit dodgy. But it turns out it's completely legitimate. And I mean, or either that or it says something for the publishing industry that they'll resort to that now. That they'll take money from anyone to hell with what reputation it does with them or what relationships with publishers are affected and stuff. But no, I just showed it to a guy at work who's like on the marketing side, and he was like, this is the trouble. You're educating consumers that they shouldn't have to pay full price for these games. But this is why DLC and loot boxes have all happened, is because when you look at the price of a game now, it hasn't changed in like 15 years or so. But the cost of making the games has gone up, a $6 million game back then is now 60.
Yes, but I do think you could make a game for $6 million now. It's just people want to be GTA 5 or The Witcher 3 or something massive, so they just keep throwing more at it, and then they go, "Oh God, look, we spent $100 million on this. We need to get some money back." Can't charge more for the games, although Far Cry 5 out soon, 54 fucking quid on both platforms. Jesus. And that's on CD keys.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What the hell? Yeah, really? At 54 quid.
Holy crap.
Because it's the same version. It's the same game for Xbox and Windows 10. Because,
but then I remember playing 60 quid for Tekken 3.
Yeah, and that's okay.
But we've moved on though in times, haven't we? Game 40 quid is 40 quid is kind of the standard-ish price for a game that's released about now.
£30 on PC.
50, yeah, well, 30 for PC, 40 quid for a console, and about a tenner more either way for like the deluxe edition or something like that. Usually,
unless it's Ubisoft, and then it's 20 quid more, and then it's 30 quid more for the one with the little model, 50 quid more for the one with the map.
A little statue, yeah, and one with a little box, statue, map, and coins, stroke badges.
Unicorn's hoof and stuff.
See, I reckon that could be the old version, older people version. You have a youth come round and play the game for you if you pay an extra 30 quid.
YOOF. Like Grandpa.
It's like a summoning coin. You place it on your window and then he turns up.
Yeah. My name's Your Mum 2017.
Oh dear.
Well, at least Vampire and Pillars of Eternity 2 are still 22 quid on CD. So, but they normally go up once the reviews are out. So you have to make a gamble now, or wait for the reviews and then pay more.
Be patient.
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned about Vampire, but we'll see.
I've yet to play the first Metro game.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's worth a look. They've been remastered now as well, so you get an even better version.
See, the thing is, I remember hunting for Shadow of the Colossus, and they've remastered that. So if I just wait, all the games that I want to play will eventually be remastered, and the amount I'd pay for extortionate retro fees, I'd get a nice shiny HD remastered version.
Yeah.
That's it, just wait.
Top tip.
Thanks for listening to the Not Playing Podcast, part of the Not Listening Podcast Network, where you can also find the Not Watching Podcast, where we talk about movies and TV, and the Not Listening Podcast, where you can hear Adam and Co talk about all kinds of nonsensical nonsense. You can email us at notplayingpodcast@gmail.com, or you can tweet out or follow us at notplayingpod. You can find the show notes for all our shows at notlistening.co.uk. If you like what you've heard here, please do leave us a review. Anyway, that's all for now. Till next time, bye!
With no booty, my friend, I'm inclined to agree, 'cause I suck at Call of Duty.